longest and fiercest rivalries as the Centerline Panthers host the Warren Lincoln Abes in the annual Little Brown Jug game. Hi everyone, I'm Jerry Kaminsky, and along with the rest of the TV3 crew, we will be bringing you all the action on this, the 40th anniversary of the first Little Brown Jug game between the Centerline Panthers and the Warren Lincoln Abes. Lincoln will enter this ball game 3-0 on this season. Centerline 2-1 overall. The Panthers only lost to Class A Utica, and both teams won their opening Macomb Oakland Athletic Conference game last week. The Panthers defeating Madison Heights Lamphere 3-0 on a fourth quarter field goal by Bill Wilhite. This series started back in 1947, at least as far as the Little Brown Jug goes, and Lincoln holds the all-time edge in the Jug series, 24-16 over the Panthers, including the last 4 in a row. Centerline looking to get the Jug back tonight for the first time in those 4 years. Lincoln will be receiving to kick off our first game from Centerline this year, and we're glad that everyone with us on TV3. Of course, we've taken a couple of looks at the East Detroit Shamrocks, but this is our first look at Pete Call and his Panthers as they go against Jim Benefield coached Lincoln Abes. Short kick taken at the 30 by the up man, Cal Ludeman, number 33. Checking number 35, Rodney Awada on the carry. And Lincoln with good field position to start the ball game as they'll start 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line. Quarterback for Lincoln is number 1, Dave Sawicki. He'll be joined in the backfield by number 35, Rodney Awada, and number 22, Mitch Hampton. Wide to the near side, number 12, Wayne Reed, pro set backfield. Sawicki gives it to 22. That's Hampton off the right side. And Hampton picks up good yardage, about 7 yards before he is stopped. Scott May, number 63, Alan Wisniewski, number 23, in on the stop, gives 7 to Hampton on the first play from scrimmage, and it is 2nd down 3 for Lincoln. Number 7, Aaron Super, bringing the play in from the bench. Lincoln coached by Jim Benefield, as we mentioned. Benefield lives in the Centerline School District. His daughter is a cheerleader for the Centerline Panthers. An interesting side note to this 41st renewal of the Little Brown Jug game. In motion, Brad Webb now sets on the near side. And Hampton will go in motion right, give right up the middle. 1st down yardage for Awada, number 35. Appears to have the 3 yards necessary. He does. A 3-yard pickup for Awada and the 1st down for Warren Lincoln, the initial 1st down of the ball game. Your officials for tonight's ball game: the referee, Tom Weichfeld; umpire, Ron Mesta; head linesman, Dave Baumgart; and the field judge is Sam Taub. A good crew out here tonight for this key game that just about marks the midway point of the season, the 4th game in the 9-game season. Lincoln on the ground again, nowhere that time. It is Hampton stacked up by the middle of the line, getting off the bottom of the pile. Tim Holt, number 32. Give Hampton a yard on the carry. It'll bring up 2nd down 9 for the Abes from their 49. First 2 minutes of the ball game here from Centerline. Sawicki looks over the middle, has a man, and it's broken up by Dusty Kimball, number 16. Good play by Kimball to break it up, and it will bring up 3rd and 9 on the first pass attempt of the day for Sawicki. Perfect football weather again tonight. Ball definitely in the air. And as the sun goes down even further, it should get even cooler. Long grass on the field, too, today. The grass fairly long, has not been cut recently. And should it get dewy later on, as this pass caught for a 1st down, and then some. Paul Vermiglio, number 82, the receiver, spotted down at the 15-yard line. A 36-yard pickup. Sawicki to Vermiglio, and it is a Lincoln 1st down at the Panther 15-yard line. We're saying if there should become dew accumulating later on, the field could get a little bit slick with the long grass. So Wiki on first down, gives it to the deep man, that's Hampton off the right side, and Hampton will be caught for a loss of 1 or 2. Again, Holt was over there. Chapsky also with support, and it brings up second down and 12. You might notice looking down at this end of the field also, and at the other end when we swing down to that end, that there is grass on the infield of the softball diamonds this year. It's never been there in the past, just in the corner of this end zone. But again, you might have the problem going from grass or from dirt to grass. We'll see what effect that has. The give is to Awada, and he gets the 2 yards back. Again, Holt is there along with Jack Pichet, number 51, and it'll be 3rd and 10 from the 15. Give Awada 2. Super, number 7, comes in with the play. 3rd down, 10 Lincoln from the center line, 15-yard line. Reed, wide left, Super wide right, pro set backfield, Hampton and Awada. And Sawicki, quick drop, pump fake, now looking for the corner of the end zone, has the man, touchdown Lincoln. Pump fake, throws the defense, Wayne Reed, then with a 15-yard touchdown reception, and Warren Lincoln takes it in on their first possession, marching 63 yards for the touchdown, cap it off with a 15-yard. Sawicki to Reed, pass, and it is 6-0 Aves. On for the extra point, Sawicki, also the Aves kicker. Good job by the holder, Reed, to put it down, and the kick is good. And so with 8:32 to play in quarter number 1, Warren Lincoln leads at 7-0 before the Panthers even have a chance to touch the football. A 3rd and 10 play from the 15-yard line. Sawicki, a short drop, 2-step drop, pump faked once, and then had Reed in the corner on a timing pattern for the touchdown. Reed then did a good job of getting the snap down on the extra point, and it was Sawicki who booted it through, and that's where it is, 7-0 Aves, and they have stunned the Panthers here early. Deep for center line, number 40, Bill Wilhite, number 2, Dave Chapsky, number 16, Dusty Kimball. And the kick is a bouncer. It'll be fielded by the up man Holt. Holt straight back up the middle, fights his way forward to about the 36. And so like Warren Lincoln, center line will enjoy decent field position on their first possession of the ball game. They will start from their own 36-yard line, 1st and 10 from that spot. Panthers will send Dave Homick, number 12, onto the field as the quarterback. Homick, a senior, he's led the Panthers to that 2-1 record thus far this season. Centerline has finished 7-2 the past 2 seasons. In the backfield, it's Chapsky, number 2, Holt, number 32. Double wide outs left. And on first down, swings it out to Northrup. Northrup keeps it up the sideline, has a first down, and then some into Lincoln territory. That's Kurt Northrup, number 22. Pickup of 16 yards on the play from Homick to Northrup. Puts the ball 1st and 10 center line at the Lincoln 49-yard line. Now you have Kulek, number 1, split left. Kevin Lindemann, wide to the right, number 11. Chapsky and Holt in the pro set behind Homick. On first down, it's Chapsky. Spins away from one tackle and picks up about 5 yards. Awada had the first shot at him. Chapsky spun away from him. And then he was brought down by Hampton and Taylor, and it will be a 2nd down and 5 as Chapsky gains 5 on the play. Tight end is Steve Burke for the Panthers on the right side, strong side of the line. pitch back. It's Chapsky. Chapsky to the short side of the field, run out of bounds. Awada and Sawicki were there. Little or no gain. Give him a yard on it, and it'll be 3rd down and 4. So the Panthers facing their first 3rd down play of the ball game. 3rd and 4, ball resting on the right hash. Kulak left and Lindemann to the right on 3rd and 4. And it's a fake pitch dive up the middle, not fooling the Abes. It was Holt with the carry. In on the stop of Wada. And it will bring up 4th down and a couple. Panthers have the kicking team in on 4th down and 2. Chapsky back to punt. Low snap. Chapsky picks it up and gets it away. It's a line drive. Fielded back on the 10. There's a flag on the play. Got back to the 15-yard line. It was Super on the return, number 7, and Northrup on the tackle. We'll check the flag out. They're talking with centerline. Going to go against the Abes. 6:28 to go first quarter. Lincoln took the opening kickoff and marched 67 yards, capped off by a 15-yard Sawicki to Reed pass. And they lead it 7-0. Penalty indeed against Lincoln. It'll be half the distance. Back to the 8-yard line. Clip on the return, and so Lincoln starts 1st and 10 with decidedly poorer field position than they had on their first drive. Lincoln back on their own 8-yard line. Reed, who caught the touchdown pass, splits wide to the near side. Sawicki with Hampton and Awada behind him. In motion comes Vermiglio, number 82. Straight dive, and there's some running room. And out across the 15 to the 17, Rodney Awada will pick up a 1st down out to the 19-yard line. 11-yard pickup for Awada, and it gets Lincoln out of the hole as they now have some breathing room out at the 19. First and 10 A's, ball resting just shy of their own 20-yard line. Again, it is Awada, and he will be stopped after a short gain right up the middle. Couple yards, and it will bring up 2nd down and 8. Holt and Pache on the stop. Awada now 4 carries for 18 yards. Abes did most of the damage on the first drive through the air. Sawicki was 2 of 3 for 51 yards. A big 36-yard pass to Vermiglio that set him up on the 15, and then the touchdown pass to Reed. Abe's out close to another 1st down. Ludeman, number 33 on the carry, picks up 7, and it will be 3rd and a yard. Third and 1 from the 28-yard line. Ludeman's first carry of the game nets him 7 yards. He's in the backfield with Awada now. Cal Ludeman, number 33. Super and Reed, the wideouts. Sawicki kept it and is across the 30, and that will be enough for the 1st down. Sawicki just kept it himself off the left side. Holt was again there, but Sawicki picks up a couple. 1st and 10 Abes from their own 31. Four minutes left, quick moving first quarter. And it's Lincoln on top 7-0 in this 41st renewal of the Little Brown Jug game. double wides near side, and then Vermiglio goes in motion. Give us to the second man, that's Ludeman, and Ludeman busts it up across the 40 for yet another Abe first down. Lindemann and May on the stop, but Ludeman picks up 11 out to the 42-yard line, and it is another Lincoln first down. Timeout on the field called by the Panthers. 3:32 to play, first quarter. It is Warren Lincoln 7 and Centerline nothing. Lincoln looking very impressive offensively here in the first quarter, taking the opening kickoff, going 67 yards for the touchdown. This drive started back on their own 8-yard line, and they have moved it out to the 42, where they have the football, first down and 10. Well, we mentioned that we are, of course, glad to have everyone with us tonight, and especially good to be back out at Centerline this year. Again, one of the finer athletic programs in the area. We're lucky at TV3 to cover a few fine athletic programs in Centerline, St. Clement, and East Detroit. Centerline, of course, one of the big reasons for their success, the Moms and Dads Club, as we're getting the Centerline cheerleaders introduced to the crowd. The Moms and Dads Club does a lot for Centerline High School. They run the refreshment stand here, and they also have a pancake breakfast coming that we'll be telling you about later on. There's a flag down, so Wiki keeps it on the bootleg, and he is going to be run down and finally chased out of bounds by Holt and Mark Sauger, number 53, but there is a flag on the play, and it is going against Lincoln. So Wiki showed some speed getting away from a couple of pursuers, turned it upfield, but it's going to come back. Motion call against the Abes. That'll push it back to the 37 and make it first down and 15. Okay, that pancake breakfast is coming up October 11th. That's a Sunday from 8 a.m. until 1 p.m. It'll be at the Mengi VFW Hall on 25500 Sherwood, north of 10 Mile. All the pancakes you care to eat, sausage and coffee, along with hot chocolate, milk, and tea. Children 12, or anyone 12 and older, $2.50. Children 5 to 11, $1.50. Children under 5, free. And senior citizens, $2. That's sponsored by the Moms and Dads Club. And that is, again, Sunday, October the 11th. First down and 15 for the Abes. So Wiki back to pass. Has a man open and has him for the first down. That's Brad Webb, number 83. 18-yard pickup to the Panther 45. And so Wiki now 3 out of 4 for 69 yards through the air. Panthers have to dig down, get tough on defense. The Abes very impressive offensively so far. In motion right toward us, Super, number 7. So Wiki will give it to Awada, number 35, takes it outside, and finally runs out of room. Dusty Kimball, number 16, Mark Sauger, number 53, both on the pursuit. It was Sauger who finally chased him out, but not before Awada picked up 5 to the 42, and it will be second down and 5. Vermiglio, number 82, checks in with the play. And Vermiglio will go wide right. Reed comes to the near side, the short side of the field, on second down and 5. So Wiki rolls right and picks up a couple before he gets stopped. Tim Holt again there, number 32. Gives Sawicki a yard, and it'll be third down and a long 4 from the 41. Two and a half minutes, clock running, first quarter. Lincoln has dominated play so far. They lead at 7-0. Third down play coming up for the Aves. Sawicki 3 of 4 through the air today, and he'll drop straight back. Has a man and has him. That is Reed, number 12, and brought down from behind by Chapsky across the 20, down to about the 19. So Sawicki just zinged it in there. Perfect pass to Reed. Down to the 19-yard line, a 22-yard pickup. Reed's second reception of the night. Sawicki already close to 100 yards through the air. He has 91 yards now, passing 4 out of 5 in this first quarter. And Sawicki not fooling anyone there. The handoff was to Ludum in number 33, semi-draw there, and just didn't go nowhere, lost a couple. Pichet there, again, Holt also on the stop. Loss of a couple, and it will bring up 2nd and 12 for Lincoln. Well, on their first possession, when the Aves got down to the 15, they lost a couple, then got back to the line of scrimmage, and on 3rd and 10, it was the touchdown pass to Reed from 15 yards out. Now we've got a 2nd and 12 again, as Ludeman goes in motion right, and Sawicki will roll right. Under pressure, Sawicki being chased by Sauger, looks into the end zone, through the hands of Aaron Super. Bill Wilhite, number 40, was back on the defense, and Ralph Sauger, number 54, the one who was pursuing Sawicki, but the pass just right through Super's hands. It'll bring up 3rd and 12. Reed in with the play from the sidelines. He caught the 15-yarder back earlier in the first quarter. Remember, this drive started a way back on the Aves' 8-yard line. They have gotten it down to the 22 on 3rd and 12. Some confusion along the Lincoln front. Got things squared away now, and Sawicki rolls out and is hammered. Scott May, number 63, just blew through and nailed Sawicki away back at the 31-yard line, a 9-yard loss. First sack of the night, and it is 4th down and 22 for the Aves from the Panther 31. Big defensive play by Scott May of the Panthers. May, a 6-foot, 190-pound senior. Aves will go for it on 4th and 22 from the 31 out of field goal range, and they apparently feel too close to punt. And Sawicki is in trouble again. Now Sawicki out of it, rolls this way, has a little bit of room, and is tripped up by Darren Beasley, number 78, at the 24-yard line. Gain of 7 on the scramble by Sawicki, but well shy of the first down. And so the Panthers, on back-to-back defensive efforts by Scotty May and Darren Beasley, have held Lincoln. And the Panthers take it 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line, just 10 seconds remaining in the first quarter, and the clock starts, and we might not have a playoff, and I'm sure we won't, before the end of the first quarter. That'll do it for quarter number 1. Quick moving first quarter, and time of possession all Warren Lincoln. The Panthers had the ball for just under a couple minutes in the quarter. Lincoln took the opening kickoff, drove it 67 yards, capped off by the 15-yard Sawicki to Reed touchdown pass. And that's where we stand. It is Warren Lincoln 7 and Centerline nothing. Well, the next time that we will be out at Centerline High School for football will be their homecoming game, October the 9th, against the Warren Fitzgerald Spartans, and you can see that one then on TV3, the 12th and the 14th of October. But we invite, of course, everybody to come on out for Centerline's homecoming football game Friday night, October the 9th, against Warren Fitzgerald, and join in the festivities here at Memorial Field. First down play will pick up about a yard, and that's all. It was Dusty Kimball getting his first carry of the day, number 16. Kimball picks up 1. It's 2nd and 9. Dusty, the brother of Scott Kimball, a name familiar to anyone who followed Centerline athletics the last couple years. Scott, of course, a letterman both on the football and basketball teams here at Centerline. 2nd and 9. Ball at about the 25-yard line. Homick, the quarterback. And Homick back to pass, in trouble, and will be brought down. First one there, number 69, Eric Taylor. So Eric Taylor, number 69, in on the sack. Homick will lose 3 on the play. It'll be 3rd and 12. Panthers had the ball for only 4 plays in that first quarter. They had the 1 first down on their first play from scrimmage. Homick threw a little swing pass out to Northrup that picked up 16, and after that, Lincoln's defense held. Right now, it's 3rd and 12. Homick drops, has a man here. It's Kulak. He has the football and has a first down up near the 40-yard line. Run out of bounds by Vermiglio, but Homick just laid it in there ever so softly to Nick Kulak for a first down up at the 40-yard line. A pickup of 16. Two seniors hooking up there. Homick to Kulak, veterans of this Centerline Panther team, and Homick back again, backs stay in. Has Kulak again on the opposite side this time. Again, it's Vermiglio on the coverage, and Kulak close to another first down. They'll spot him less than a yard shy, up just short of midfield, so it will be 2nd down and a yard. Homick now a perfect 3 for 3 for 41 yards, so we're seeing an aerial show for the most part tonight for the quarterbacks thus far. 2nd down short, and Homick back to throw. Under some pressure, flushed out of the pocket, runs it up and has a first down just across midfield. Taylor, number 69, again was there. Hampton, number 22, also there, but Homick picked up a couple and a first down into Abe territory at the 49-yard line. Double wide outs to the near side. Kulik, number 1, Lindemann, number 11. Homick barking out the signals on first down from the 49, and he's straight back again. Has a man, that's Kimball, out of the backfield. There is a flag down late. Might have a roughing the quarterback call. Kimball got a couple, but a flag down, it's going to be roughing the quarterback against Lincoln. Screenplay picked up 3, but obviously the Panthers will take the personal foul penalty, 15-yarder against the A's. Just the 2nd flag of the game. They've both been against Lincoln, and it advances the football down to the 33-yard line. 1st and 10 Panthers. Part of the reason why it's been a quick-moving game, lack of penalties, just the 2 now, and also not too many change of possessions. Lincoln's had the ball twice for sustained periods. Panthers had it for just 4 plays the first time they had it, but this time they've got a little bit of a drive going as they are to the Lincoln 33. Chapsky spins out across the 30-yard line. Awada, number 35, was in there. Give him 3 on the play to the 30-yard line, and it will be 2nd down and 7. Chapsky now 3 carries for 9 yards. Kulak wide left. And on 2nd down, Homick is back, and Lindemann slipped making his cut, and pass off his hand, incomplete. And there we see what was brought up earlier in the game, the fact that the field, with the grass as long as it is, could get a little bit slick on this cool evening, and Lindemann just plain lost his footing past a timing pass, and after Lindemann slipped, he just couldn't catch up with it. It's third down. Northrup now is wide to the right with Kulak left, and Northrup comes in motion on 3rd and 7. Homick straight back, stay in, look out. Homick pressured from behind, gets it away, nobody there, and it's incomplete. Dennis Navorsky, number 31, put the pressure on Homick, and he just released it going down. Nobody in the area, and it is 4th down. Fourth and 7 now from the Abe 30-yard line. And it appears as if the Panthers are going to go for it this time. On their first possession, they faced a 4th down from roughly the same spot, maybe back at the 33-yard line of Lincoln, elected to punt it away. Now they will go for it on 4th down. Homick drops back in trouble and will go down at the 45 under a host of Abes. Louis Sear, number 77, got there, as well as Bill Bradley, number 60. Big loss all the way back to the 47-yard line, a 17-yard loss on the sack, and Lincoln, excellent field position, first down at their own 47, 8:45 to play in the first half. Super wide to the near side. Reed wide left. Sawicki back straight on first down under pressure. Screen set up well, and Ludeman with running room across the 40. Now doubles back still on his feet, and finally hit by Wilhite, number 40. First down, Abes at the 37-yard line of center line. Screen set up well, and then Ludeman, with blocking in front of him, did the rest. A pickup of 16 yards to the 47. Sawicki, 5 of 7. He spread it around to 4 different receivers. He's over 100 yards through the air, and a big hole for Awada down to the 29. Beasley there, number 78 on the stop. Lindemann also there. It is second down and a short 2 as Awada gets 8. 6 carries, 31 yards now unofficially for Rodney Awada. Abes with a 7-0 lead. 7.5 minutes left first half. Sawicki, deep handoff to Ludeman, and Ludeman busted up to the 25. Holt and Lindemann there, and it is another Abe first down at the 25-yard line, 26-yard line. First down Lincoln, ball resting at the Panther 26-yard line on the near hash. Reed wide left, Vermiglio to the right. And Sawicki rolls, cuts it inside, still on his feet, and finally dropped after no gain. Holt tripped him up. And also there, Pichet, number 51. It will be 2nd and 10. Sawicki made the read on the option, cut it up himself, but had no running room. Holt tripping him up and Pichet finishing it off. It's 2nd down 10. Super left, Reed right. Ludeman and Awada in the backfield. It's Ludeman, horse-collared by Scott Halleck, number 75. Nothing again, and it's 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10 Abes from the Panther 26 as the Panther defense beginning to stiffen. Reed and Vermiglio, the wide outs to the right. The tight end is Brad Webb, number 83, on the left side of the line, and Sawicki rolls out, gets a block, and the pass is batted down by number 51, Jack Pichet. Pichet got a hand up and tipped it, and it will bring up 4th and 10 for Lincoln. Clock stops, of course, on the incompletion. 5:33 left in the half. 7-0 Abes. They got the touchdown back off their first possession of the ball game, taking the ball 67 yards. Wayne Reed off the 15-yard pass from Dave Sawicki to give the Abes the 7-0 lead. Now it's 4th and 10 from the 26, and Sawicki will drop back. Sawicki lofts it up, has a man wide open, and it is just overthrown out of Reed's reach, and the Panthers will take over. Lindemann tripped on the coverage there in the infield. In fact, it looked like he got tangled up with one of the other Panther defensive backs. But the pass just overthrown past Reed and the skin of the infield, and the Panthers dodge a bullet again. They get it 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line. Still trailing by just 7. It's 7-0, 5:28 left in the half. Kulak and Northrup out to the right. Homick calling the signals, will drop back on 1st down. Look out from behind, and this pass is tipped and incomplete. Homick pressured from behind, got it off into a crowd, and it fell incomplete. Both teams getting their hands on it with a chance for that one. And it's 2nd and 10. And Homick, after hitting on his first 3 passes, has now misfired on 3 in a row. Lindemann brings the play in from the sideline. 2nd and 10 Panthers from the 26-yard line. Homick straight back, keeps the backs in, looks to the sideline. Great catch by Kulak. And a super pass by Homick to get it over the hands of Vermiglio. And then Kulak went up high to make the grab. 8-yard pickup. It's 3rd and 2. Third reception of the game for Kulak. 3rd and 2 Panthers from their own 34, and they will spend their 2nd timeout. 4:54 to play. First half. Panthers have just 1 timeout remaining. They trail 7-0. Homick over to talk with Pete Call, and now Call heads out to the field with his team. Pete Call, the longtime head coach of the Centerline Panthers. Don Beck, Dick Miller, and Mark Dibb, his assistants. They've been together a long time at Centerline. Lincoln, we mentioned Jim Benefield, their head coach, Michael Boccia, and Bob Blair, his assistants. Always a highlight for us at TV3 when we can bring you the Centerline Lincoln game, one of the keen rivalries in Macomb County, not just on the football field, but of course in basketball, girls basketball, in all sports. The school's just a couple miles apart down Van Dyke Road. Many students at both schools live in the other school city. They live in, say, the Centerline district, but live in Warren, or go to Lincoln, but live in Centerline, and that makes the rivalry that much better. And Homick just runs out of room on 3rd down, loses a couple. It'll bring up 4th and 4, and the Panthers will have to punt it away. We already mentioned the case about head coach Benefield for Lincoln, living in the Centerline school district, and his daughter goes to Centerline and is in fact a cheerleader for the Panthers. Chapsky into punt. Super and Reed are deep. They're standing between their own 30 and 35. Off the side of the foot, it rolls past Super, and now Super will just let it go, and it's down at the 29. Jim Northrup, number 88, to down it for center line. And so Lincoln, with 4:08 to play in the half, has the football 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line. Abe's have their full complement of 3 timeouts remaining. Panthers have 1 left. Ludeman and Iwata in the backfield. It's Ludeman gaining just a couple of yards. He is stacked up there by the middle of the Panther line. Sauger, number 53, Beasley, number 78. On the stop, it is 2nd down and 8. Ludeman now 6 carries, 20 yards unofficially. 22 yards make it. 2nd and 8 from the 31. Super goes in motion to the left. Pitch to Ludeman, left side. And he will get a couple more out to the 34. It'll bring up 3rd and 5. Holt was there, also Sauger again, number 53. And it's 3rd and 5 as Ludeman picked up 3. 2 Saugers on the Panther team. Mark, number 53, Ralph, number 54. Also 2 Northrups, Kurt, number 22, and Jim, number 88. 3rd and 5 Abe's. Ball resting at their own 34-yard line, and Sawicki drops straight back. Backs stay in. Looks to the left and has a man, and that's Reed for the 1st down at the 45. 11-yard pickup. Sawicki to Reed. Reed's 3rd reception tonight, and it's 1st down Lincoln at their own 45 with 2:28 to play in the 1st half. Reed got out of bounds, and so the clock stopped. It is Reed now to the left and Super to the right. Iwata 35, Ludeman 33 in the backfield behind Sawicki. And it is Iwata busting it open for a 1st down near the 45 of center line. Very close to a 1st down. Lindemann dragged him down. And they will spot the football just shy of the Panther 45. It'll be 2nd down and very short. Lincoln in their 2-minute offense. And Sawicki back and has a man on the far side, complete. And it is Reed again, number 12, and that'll stop the clock. 10-yard pickup to the 35 and another Lincoln 1st down. Sawicki now 7 of 11 through the air. 130 yards unofficially. We're inside of 2 minutes, 1:55 to play. Lincoln trying to add to their 7-0 lead. Sawicki will roll right on 1st down. Has a man open. Great catch by Vermiglia, still on his feet. And finally wrestled down by Wilhite, number 40, and Vermiglia just went up in traffic to bring it down between Lindemann and Wilhite. 1st down and goal to go Abe's. Just inside the 10-yard line. 25-yard pickup. And we have a timeout, an equipment timeout. Sawicki just rifled it in there to Vermiglia for the 1st down, 1st and goal at the 9. Sawicki back again, under pressure, and that one falls incomplete. Mark Sauger, Scott Halleck in there for the Panthers, and it's 2nd and goal. 1:34 in the half. Panthers, I'm sure, would be happy to go into the locker room trailing just 7-0 as Lincoln has dominated the first half here. Super and Reed are split to the left. Reed wide left, Super closer on second down, and now Super comes in motion. Lindemann follows him across on defense. Sawicki, timing pattern again to Reed, looks up and through his hands, incomplete, and it's third down. Well, that's the play that the A's got the touchdown on back in the first quarter. This time Reed, it looked like Reed had trouble picking the ball up. He turned around a couple times, looked back once over his wrong shoulder, and then the ball just slithered through his hands, and it's 3rd and goal from the 9. .130 in the half. Reed and Vermiglio wide left. Awada and Ludeman in the backfield, and now Vermiglio comes in motion. On 3rd down, again, Sawicki back, throws it incomplete, and he had Darren Beasley right in his face, number 78, and it is 4th and goal. So the Panther defense has come up big this series of downs. It's 4th and goal from the 9. And the A's will call timeout. 1:25 to play in the half. Lincoln will talk it over. It's 4th and goal from the Panther 9-yard line. A field goal would be about a 26-yard attempt, but it would be kicked from the dirt part of the infield. Right now we're having the senior cheerleaders for the Panthers introduced. And so that, I'm sure, something that Benefield's going to have to take into consideration, that his kicker would be kicking from the dirt of the softball infield down at that end. Lincoln on 4th down. We will see what they will do with 1:25 left. Abe's now with 2 timeouts left, Panthers with 1. To this point in the ball game, Lincoln has run 37 plays to center line 16, and the A's will go for it on 4th and goal. From the 9, Sawicki back, quick over the middle to the tight end and through his hands. Brad Webb couldn't hold on, and the Panthers hold and take over on downs. A big, big series, and big break for the Panthers as they will take it 1st and 10 at their own 9 with 1:22 left in the half. We'll see if the Panthers play it close to the vest here for the last 1:22 and go into the locker room down by just the touchdown. And if they do get out of this first half down just 7-0, I think they will feel fortunate and regroup in the halftime locker room. They'll get the ball to begin the second half. Give right off the right side to Chapsky, and Lincoln will use their second timeout. No gain for Chapsky, and it's 2nd and 10, and the clock stops with 1:15 to play as the A's have used their second timeout. Dave Sawicki, the Lincoln quarterback tonight, he misfired on 4 passes down there on 1st and goal from the 9, but he's still 8 out of 16 tonight for 153 yards and 1 touchdown. 4 of those passes going to Wayne Reed, including the touchdown pass. Reed has caught 4 for 58 yards, and Vermiglio has caught 2 passes for 61 yards. for the Aves. The other side of the ball, well, Dave Homick is 4 out of 7, the Panther quarterback, for 49 yards. 3 of them have went to Nick Kulak, gathering 33 yards. Panthers have been shut down, though, on the ground. Unofficially, -8 yards rushing for the Panthers so far in the first half. 2nd and 10 from their own 9-yard line, and the Panthers just keep it on the ground. Again, it's Chapsky. Gets out to about the 13-yard line. And the Aves will call their final timeout. Chapsky picked up a couple. Bring up 3rd and 8 with 1:03 left, and Lincoln has used their final timeout. So should Centerline not come up with a first down on this play, they will be forced to punt the ball away and give Lincoln a chance with some time left on the clock. Third and 8, I'm sure the Panthers will more than likely keep it on the ground here from their own 12-yard line. And as I said, though, they will be forced then to punt the ball away to the Aves with time left on the clock, and Lincoln would, I assume, get the football in good field position, although they would have no timeouts remaining. Only score of the ball game came back off the first drive of the ball game. Lincoln going 67 yards with the opening kick. Sawicki a 15-yarder to Reed, and it's 7-0. That's where we stand right now. Homick will keep the ball bootlegging to the right, and Homick is out to the 20s near a first down. Panthers again will send their kicking team in. Last time they did, it was Chapsky passing out a punt formation for the first down. Ball at their own 49 very early in the fourth quarter. We played just a half a minute, and we'll see what the Panthers do this time. Reed, the only deep man. Good snap, and Chapsky will kick this one. It's end over end. Reed picks it off at the 20, out across the 30, and is hauled down from behind by Wisniewski, number 23. And Reed, with a 13-yard return, will give the Panthers, rather give the Aves the football at their own 33, 1st and 10, 11:05 left in the fourth quarter. Vermiglio wide right. Reed to the left. Reed having a big night tonight for the Aves. Handoff is to Awada, finds a hole, bounces outside and has room. Lindemann can't get him, and finally a host of Panthers gang tackle him, but not before Awada gets it up to the 47-yard line. A 16, 20-yard pickup and a Lincoln first down. Awada now 10 carries, 72 yards unofficially. First down Lincoln at the Panther 47. Panthers really can't afford Lincoln any more points. They trail by 7 here, fourth quarter. And there is another Lincoln first down as Ludeman gets it down to the 34-yard line, a 13-yard pickup. And Ludeman now 10 carries in the ball game for 64 yards unofficially. So Ludeman and Awada both averaging up between 6.5 and 7 yards per carry tonight. 1st and 10 from the Panther 34. Sawicki will keep. Rolling this way, Sawicki Looking downfield, tipped and incomplete. Lindemann almost had the interception, pass intended for Wayne Reed. Well, so Wickie's passing has gone in streaks tonight. He's thrown for 210 yards. He hit 4 of his first 5, then clicked on just 1 of his next 4, hit his next 3, missed his next 4, hit his first 2 here in the second half, and now has misfired on his last 3. Ten out of 21, 210 yards for Dave Sawicki tonight. On second down, Sawicki rolls right, pitch back Ludeman. Ludeman wrapped up after a short gain. First man there was Mark Sauger, number 53, and Ludeman down on the field. We have a timeout. Ludeman down at the point of impact, a gain of 3. It'll be 3rd and 7. We won't speculate as to what is wrong with Cal. A break in the action, 9:22 to play, fourth quarter, Lincoln leading 14-7. And Ludeman gets up and trots off under his own power. Good to see. Well, another big third down play forthcoming. It's 3rd down 7 for Lincoln from their own 31. Reed is split to the near side. We'll see if Sawicki looks for him. He's been his favorite target tonight. Sawicki drops back, looks opposite side of the field and throws it beyond for Miglio. It's 4th down. 4th and 7 from the 31. And we will see what Coach Benefield comes up with for the A's on 4th and 7. He's sent Aaron Super, number 7, into the ball game. And the A's will go for it. Ludeman, the A's punter, and he did get shaken up a couple of plays ago, and so maybe part of the decision made for Coach Benefield. Give up the middle, they won't get it. Awada met head on at the 30-yard line, and the Panthers take over. Sauger, number 53, as well as Halleck, number 75. Right there, Panther football, 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line. So the Panther defense comes up big on 4th down, 8:44 and rolling left in the ball game. It is Lincoln 14, Centerline 7. Now, of course, in high school football, much too early to think about it yet, but there is overtime, of course, in Michigan high school football. Each team gets 4 downs from the 10-yard line. They go until someone decides it. Homick back to throw, has Kulek across the way for 5 to the 35. Kulek's 5th reception tonight, including the one on the flea flicker. 5 receptions, 43 yards for Nick Kulek. It's 2nd down, call it 4. Lindemann way out here to the near side. Give us to the 2nd man, Kimball, and he has 1st down yardage to the 45. Dusty Kimball with a 1st down before being dragged down by Mitch Hampton. Gain of 9 to the Panther 45, and it's a Panther 1st down. Kimball now 5 carries, 23 yards. Unofficially, he's the leading ball carrier now for the Panthers. Chapsky has carried 10 times for 22 yards. Northrop to the wide side. Kulak near side. Chapsky and Kimball in the backfield. And Homick keeps it, and he'll gain about 3 off right tackle. Navorsky and Awada on the stop. It's 2nd down and 7. Second and 7 Panthers, 7 minutes left exactly in the 4th quarter. Lindemann checks in with the play from Call. First renewal of the Little Brown Jug game. Lincoln leads the series 24-16, including the last 4 in a row. Reverse to Lindemann, and he is brought down. Great open field tackle by Dennis Navorsky. Loss of a yard, and it's 3rd and 8. Navorsky brings Lindemann down on the reverse. It's 3rd and 8. Panthers from their own 47, 6:15 left in the ball game. Kulak left, Lindemann right. Homick will drop straight back, stay in. Homick pump fake and now looks long for Lindemann. Lindemann goes up and it's broken up by Vermiglio, number 82. It's 4th down. And the Panthers will have to give it up with 5:55 to play and turn it over to their defense. Fourth and 8 from the 47. Chapsky to punt. Reed, number 12, deep. He's standing at his own 20. Line of scrimmage, the 47. And Chapsky end over ends it. Reed lets it bounce a couple times and it'll roll dead just inside the 20. So with 5:46 to play, Panthers down 7. It's Lincoln football, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Remember, the Panthers burned a timeout in the first minute of the 3rd quarter, so they have just 2 timeouts remaining. Lincoln, their full allotment of 3. Panther defense will have to buckle down here and try to get the football back once more for the offense. Aves, of course, looked like nothing more than a drive like they had to begin the 3rd quarter, a 92-yarder. That's Ludeman off the right side, pickup of a couple. Be 2nd down, 7 or 8. Sauger was over there along with Holt. 2nd down, call it 8. Ludeman gets a couple. Ball at the 22 of Lincoln as we're inside of 5 minutes remaining. Super wide right, Reed to the left, Awada and Ludeman in the backfield behind Sawicki, and it's Awada with the carry for maybe a couple. Well, up across the 25, in fact, picked up probably 3 on the play. Awada falls forward to the 26. It's 3rd down and call it 3. Give Awada 4 on the play. Vermiglio, number 82, checks in. Big 3rd down play for both ball clubs. 4:15 left in this one. 3rd and 3. Lincoln at their own 27-yard line. Sawicki on 3rd down. Gives it to the deep man. That's Hampton, and he has a 1st down. Mitch Hampton, the ball carrier. And he picks up a Lincoln 1st down to the 33. 6 yards on the carry. And the clock continues to roll with 3:50 to play. Panthers really can't afford to give Lincoln another 1st down. They must hold on this series and get the football back for their offense. 1st down, Aves from the 37. Sawicki rolls under pressure, and he is dragged down from behind. Number 78, Benjamin Beasley. Catching Sawicki all the way back on the 24-yard line, a loss of 9. Second and 19 for the A's back on their own 24. Clock continues to roll as we're inside of 3 minutes. Vermiglio right, Reed left on second and long. Sawicki, short drop, looking for Vermiglio, lofts it out there far side. Vermiglio has it, first down at midfield. Wisniewski on the coverage, first down, Abe's at midfield, big play. Sawicki finding Vermiglio for 26 and a first down. Vermiglio, 3 receptions for 87 yards tonight. He's had catches of 36, 25, and 26 yards. First down from midfield. And the A's keep it on the ground this time. Awada gets a yard, that's all. It's second and 9. Sauger along with Burke on the stop. Timeout Panthers, that's their second. They have just one left, 1:58 left, fourth quarter. Lincoln 14, Centerline 7. Unofficially now, Dave Sawicki, 11 of 23, 236 yards, and 1 touchdown for the for the A's tonight, I should say. Ludeman for the A's, their leading ball carrier tonight, 12 carries, 69 yards, and check that, he is not the leading ball carrier, but he does have a 20-yard touchdown run. Awada, the leading ball carrier, with 13 carries on the evening for 77 yards. Second and 8, Lincoln. From the Panther 48, we're inside of 2 minutes. Panthers 1 timeout remaining. They trail by 7. Give is Awada again, and Awada won't turn the corner. He is ridden out of bounds by Kimball right here in front of the press box. It'll be 3rd and 6. Give Awada 3 on the play. And a big play for Centerline as Kimball was able to get Awada out of bounds to stop the clock. So it's 3rd down 6, clock stopped with 1:51 left. Ball on the near hash. Super and Reed the wideouts on 3rd down. Sawicki will roll right. Sawicki keeps it. Chapsky runs him down. Back at midfield, it's 4th down. Chapsky runs down Sawicki back at the 49. It is 4th and 9 from the 49. Clock rolling with 1.5 left, and we'll see if Lincoln maybe takes a delay of game penalty. Ball just checked in at 1:25. So if they choose to take a delay of game penalty, they can wind the clock all the way down to the 1-minute mark before they give Centerline the football. Abe's, it appears, are going to take the delay of game. That would be down at the 1-minute mark. Well, 1:02 actually. And so with 1:02 left, the A's will kick it away to Centerline. Panthers 1 timeout remaining, trailing by a touchdown. Kimball, the deep man for the Panthers. He's the lone back to receive. He's standing in his own 25. Sawicki is in to kick. He's standing at his own 35. Good snap. Panthers send everyone, and Sawicki gets it away. Kimball will let it roll, and it will die at the 11. Well, the Panthers sent everyone, but Sawicki was able to get it off, and now Centerline is 89 yards away from a tying touchdown with 52 seconds and 1 timeout left. Well, we have had a dandy tonight at Centerline High School. The clock checked in, so it is rolling again. The 41st annual Brown Jug game. Another good affair and not over yet. 40 seconds though. The Panthers out of the shotgun. Homick on first down. Floats it out to Lindemann. Flag on the play. And I think it will be against the Panthers. Kulak might have lined up offside. Well, no, it's a penalty on Lincoln. Now, okay, check it, yeah. Ineligible receiver, and it's against Centerline, so it will, with 30 seconds left, I believe that's also loss of down, so it will be second down and long for the Panthers. That's their first penalty tonight. Penalty accepted. Loss of down. Second down, 15 from back on the 6. 30 seconds left. Panthers just 1 timeout remaining. But we have had a whale of a football game tonight here at Centerline High School. We have seen an outstanding performance from both quarterbacks, but in particular Dave Sawicki, who has thrown for over 230 yards tonight for Lincoln. Burke has it, and he cannot get out of bounds, and it's a short gain only up to the 11, and the Panthers now will burn their final timeout with 22 seconds left after a gain of 5. Unofficially, the quarterbacks tonight, Dave Sawicki on the Lincoln side, 11 of 23, 236 yards and 1 touchdown. And for Centerline, Dave Homick thus far, 9 of 17, 123 yards and 1 touchdown. We've had over 360 yards through the air tonight. 14-7, Lincoln leading. They have led all the way, scoring in the first quarter on a 15-yard. Sawicki to Reed, pass to go up 7-0. Stayed that way all through the half. Then on the first possession of the third quarter, the Abes got on the board again on Cal Ludman's 20-yard touchdown scamper. It was 14-0 Abes. Centerline right back on the next possession. A pass out of punt formation got them a first down at the Lincoln 30, and on the next play, Homick hit Lindemann for the touchdown to make it 14-7, and it stayed that way since midway through the third. Over the middle and incomplete, intended for Lindemann. Batted away by Hampton. It'll bring up 4th and 9, and the Panthers are down to their final shot from their own 11-yard line. Lincoln looking to remain unbeaten on the year. They would go to 4-0 if they hang on. Panthers, Homick shotgun, and of course 3 wide outs to the left. Big Ben time, Hail Mary, whatever you want to call it. Homick throws it as far as he can, up for grabs and intercepted by Dave Sawicki at the 48-yard line, and that'll do it. 8 seconds remaining, and Sawicki, after the big night at quarterback, also now comes up with the interception, and the clock will wind down, and Warren Lincoln will keep the Brown Jug for the 5th straight year. Final score, Lincoln 14, Centerline 7. Abes go to 4-0 over all 2 The Panthers fall to 2-2 overall and 1-1 in the Macomb-Oakland Athletic Conference, and the Jug stays in Warren for the 25th time in the 41 years that these two schools have played for it. Paul and Benefield shaking hands at midfield as Lincoln hangs on. For our TV3 crew, Mark Dixon, Lori Catoni, John Goebel, and Rudy Marchand, I'm Jerry Kaminsky. I know you liked this one. Maybe not the result if you're a Centerline fan, but one of the better football games we have seen on TV3. Lincoln wins at 14-7. We will see you next time on the Game of the Week. So long, everybody.